Tonight is not ordinary. You did not arrive here by accident. There is a reason your spirit was stirred, a reason your heart felt heavy, a reason your sleep has been disturbed, and your thoughts have been under quiet attack. There are battles you did not start, pressures you cannot explain, resistance that appears just as you are about to move forward. But hear this clearly. Heaven has taken notice, and this night marks a turning point in your destiny. I speak now to the one who feels watched without seeing a face, to the one who senses resistance without a visible enemy, to the one whose peace has been challenged by anxiety, fear, confusion, sudden discouragement, emotional heaviness, unexplained delays, betrayal in familiar places, injustice in systems that were supposed to protect you. These are not random events. These are invisible attacks, hidden pressures, quiet operations meant to wear you down slowly. But tonight, every hidden strategy is exposed. Lift your spirit and align with this moment. Before we go deeper, perform this act of faith. Hit like right now as a declaration that you are not afraid. Share this prayer with someone you love, because your share may break someone's chains tonight. And comment these words with authority. I lift up my eyes to the hills. As you do, the atmosphere around you begins to shift. There are many listening who have been battling anxiety that comes without warning, insomnia that steals rest, mental noise that refuses to quiet, emotional wounds reopened by betrayal, pressure at work, unfair treatment, jealousy from unseen places, and the silent weight of the evil eye. You tried to stay strong, you tried to stay silent, you tried to push through, but tonight you will no longer fight alone. I declare this with prophetic authority. Every spiritual attack assigned against your mind ends tonight. Every dark operation working in secret loses its power now. Every evil eye monitoring your progress is blinded by divine light. Every hidden enemy positioned to delay your destiny is exposed and scattered. This night, protection is activated. This night, covering is released. This night, the hand of God rises on your behalf. We call upon Psalm 91 as your shield, not as words on a page, but as a living weapon. Psalm 91 rises now as a wall of fire around your home, your mind, your body, your calling. No terror by night, no arrow by day, no hidden danger, no silent plague will come near you. You are not vulnerable. You are covered. I see the pressure lifting already. I see the fog breaking. I see clarity returning. What was meant to confuse you will now strengthen you. What was meant to drain you will now fuel your rise. What was meant to stop you will testify of God's protection over your life. Tonight, every attack ends. Tonight, your protection begins now. Stay aligned. Stay present. This prayer is building, layer by layer, weapon by weapon. Heaven is moving. Angels are on assignment. The battle is shifting in your favor. This is a sacred moment of alignment. What you do now is not symbolic. It is spiritual movement. In the realm of the unseen, acts of faith open doors that words alone cannot. Heaven responds to intention, obedience, and alignment. That is why this moment matters. I speak now to your spirit. Do not remain passive. Engage. Participate. Move with faith. Hit like right now as an act of faith. Let that action declare that you believe God is active, present, and fighting for you even when you cannot see it. Share this prayer with someone you love, because your share may break someone's chains tonight. There is someone connected to you who is under pressure, under attack, under spiritual resistance, and your obedience may be the key to their release. Now comment these words with authority and intention. Every evil eye watching me is blinded by fire. Type it slowly. Type it with conviction. As you do, hidden observers lose access. Silent monitoring ends. Jealousy collapses. Surveillance in the spirit realm is interrupted. Understand this principle clearly. Every act of faith becomes a seed in the spiritual realm. What you plant determines what responds. When faith moves, heaven answers. When obedience speaks, protection rises. When agreement is formed, resistance breaks. That is why, by the leading of the Spirit, we now consecrate the 21-day spiritual shield. This is not a program. It is a prophetic movement born in prayer, sustained by faith and confirmed by testimonies. For 21 days, alignment replaces confusion. For 21 days, protection replaces vulnerability. For 21 days, spiritual doors that were shut begin to open. Lord, every act of faith opens a door in the heavens. Tonight, we consecrate the 21-day spiritual shield as a covering over families, over minds, over homes, over destinies. This shield rises not by human strength, but by divine authority. It has already brought deliverance to entire households. It has already restored peace where anxiety ruled. It has already silenced attacks that words could not explain. If the Spirit confirms this in your heart, do not hesitate. Click the first pinned comment and plant your act of faith. This is not obligation. It is invitation. The movement has already begun. Those who step in will not step alone. I declare now, alignment is forming. Agreement is being established. Resistance is weakening. The atmosphere is shifting further. We activate Psalm 35 as your battle cry. This psalm does not whisper. It confronts. It rises in the courtroom of heaven and demands divine intervention. Let those who contend with you be confounded. Let those who plot in secret fall into their own traps. Let every hidden adversary be scattered by divine justice. Heaven is listening. The war is intensifying, but so is your covering. Stay focused. Stay connected. The next wave carries deeper authority. The battle does not announce itself with noise. It begins quietly, subtly, patiently. That is why many never realize they are under attack until their peace is gone, their focus fractured, their strength drained. But tonight, awareness is restored, and awareness is power. There are those praying now who have felt sudden emotional shifts without cause. Motivation disappearing overnight, confidence eroded by invisible pressure, joy interrupted by heaviness, relationships strained by misunderstanding, favor resisted in environments where you once thrived. These are not coincidences. These are signs of hidden opposition, silent resistance, unseen contention against your destiny. But hear this with clarity. Hidden does not mean untouchable. I release now a prophetic awakening over your discernment. What was operating in the shadows is being dragged into the light. What was whispering lies into your thoughts is being silenced. What was feeding on your fear is being starved of access. We raise Psalm 109 as an instrument of divine justice. This is not vengeance born of emotion. This is alignment with heaven's verdict. Psalm 109 releases judgment against unjust opposition. It answers betrayal. It confronts slander. It addresses attacks that came through familiar faces, trusted spaces, and systems that abused authority. Lord, arise now in the courtroom of heaven. Let every accusation formed against your servant be overturned. Let every false word spoken in secret return empty. Let every manipulation collapse under the weight of truth. Let those who intended harm be disarmed without you lifting a finger. I see a courtroom scene unfolding. Books are opened, records are examined, evidence is brought forth, and the verdict is clear. You are vindicated, you are defended, you are cleared. Now the battlefield shifts. I see angels with flaming swords standing watch over your gates. I see walls of fire rising around your mind, your emotions, your decisions. I see dark clouds breaking as light pierces through resistance. I see hidden watchers exposed, retreating, losing position, losing permission, losing authority. Every arrow sent toward your mind is intercepted. Every word spoken against your name is nullified. Every plan designed to delay your progress is cancelled. Every cycle of anxiety is broken. Every loop of fear is dismantled. Every mental stronghold collapses now. Declare this with me in your spirit. My destiny is protected. My path is guarded. My future is sealed by divine authority. I release promises of restoration over you. What was drained returns sevenfold. What was stolen is restored with increase. What was delayed accelerates. What was blocked opens suddenly. What was resisted flows freely. This is not the end of the war, but it is the turning point. Momentum is shifting. Authority is rising. Confidence is returning. Peace is reclaiming territory. Remain steady. Remain aligned. The next wave goes deeper. The pressure will break completely. The resistance you felt was proof that something valuable is within you. Opposition does not rise against emptiness. Pressure only comes against purpose. Tonight, the pressure breaks and purpose comes forward. I speak now into the unseen layers of this battle. There are patterns that tried to repeat themselves in your life. Cycles of delay, cycles of disappointment, cycles of sudden setbacks just as progress appeared. But cycles are broken when authority is enforced. We activate Psalm 91 again, not as repetition, but as reinforcement. Let it descend deeper now. Let it cover what was missed before. Let it seal every opening that fear once occupied. Let it stand guard where exhaustion weakened resistance. The refuge of the Most High surrounds you. The shadow of the Almighty shields you. No hidden danger has permission. No silent attack has access. I declare now, insomnia loses its grip, anxiety releases its hold, confusion clears, mental noise quiets. The heaviness that followed you into quiet moments lifts now. Peace does not visit briefly. It stays. The battlefield expands. I see ground being reclaimed. Places you avoided spiritually are being revisited with authority. Conversations that drained you lose their power. Environments that intimidated you no longer dominate you. You walk in covered confidence. Now Psalm 35 rises again, but this time with force. Let every enemy that pursued you without cause stumble. Let traps laid in secret activate against their own architects. Let those who celebrated your struggle face sudden exposure. Let justice move swiftly. I see chains breaking that were not physical, chains of intimidation, chains of self-doubt, chains of silence forced upon you by fear of backlash. Your voice returns, your clarity sharpens, your discernment strengthens. Declare this with authority in your heart. No evil eye will prosper. No hidden jealousy will advance. No unseen watcher will follow me. I release a threefold protection over you now. Protection over your mind. Protection over your home. Protection over your destiny. I release a sevenfold restoration over what was touched by loss. I release divine acceleration over delayed promises. Angels are repositioning. Assignments are being updated. What guarded you quietly will now guard you visibly. You will notice changes. You will sense lightness. You will recognize peace returning without effort. This wave seals ground already won. The next wave confronts deeper layers and final resistance. Stay with me. Stay aligned. Authority is building. What you are feeling now is not imagination. It is the weight lifting. It is the tension loosening. It is the moment when resistance realizes it no longer has permission to remain. The deeper the battle goes, the closer you are to full release. There are attacks that do not come to destroy immediately, but to distract gradually. They aim to drain focus, fracture consistency, and create emotional fatigue so progress feels heavier than it should. But tonight that strategy collapses. I speak directly into the layer of mental warfare that tried to confuse your decisions. The fog lifts now. Indecision breaks now. Double-minded pressure ends now. You will not miss your moment. You will not choose wrongly out of fear. You will not shrink back. We call upon Psalm 35 again, but this time as pursuit. Not defense, pursuit. Let divine justice chase down what has been chasing you. Let what followed you retreat in haste. Let every voice raised against your peace be silenced. Let every unjust resistance lose stamina and collapse. I see a battlefield where the enemy is no longer advancing, only retreating. I see strength returning to your posture. I see you standing upright where you once bent under pressure. I see courage reawakening. Now we activate Psalm 109 at a deeper level. Let every hidden word spoken against you in private conversations be neutralized. Let every agreement formed without your knowledge be broken. Let every unjust advantage gained against you dissolve. Let the tables turn without you lifting a hand. This is divine reversal. What was meant to shame you will expose them. What was meant to delay you will accelerate you. What was meant to weaken you will refine you. You are not emerging smaller. You are emerging sharper. I release fire into every lingering attachment of fear. Fire into every residue of anxiety. Fire into every memory that tried to replay defeat. The past no longer has jurisdiction. Old wounds lose authority. Old labels fall off. Declare this quietly but firmly. I am no longer vulnerable. I am covered. I am guarded. I am advancing. I see walls of fire closing ranks around your life. No gap remains. No opening is left unattended. Angels stand watch in layers, visible and invisible. What passes through now must pass through permission. Peace begins to settle deeply. Not emotional relief, spiritual stability. The kind that does not shake when circumstances speak loudly. The kind that anchors you when storms attempt return. This chapter seals the midline of the battle. The next one intensifies authority and prepares for full exposure and testimony. Remain present. Remain aligned. You are closer than you think. Now the atmosphere shifts again. This is the moment when what was hidden can no longer remain concealed. Darkness survives only where light is absent, and light has fully entered this battle. There are watchers that operated quietly, eyes that observed without speaking, influence that worked through suggestion, pressure, subtle manipulation. But hear this clearly. Observation without permission becomes exposure. Tonight, every hidden watcher is revealed and removed. I release a prophetic decree into the unseen realm. Let every hidden enemy lose access. Let every silent agreement formed against your progress be revoked. Let every jealous gaze be stripped of power. Let every evil eye monitoring your movement be blinded by divine fire. Now Psalm 91 rises again, not just as protection, but as enforcement. Angels are dispatched with precision. They do not hesitate. They do not negotiate. They stand guard at your doors, your thoughts, your future. No unauthorized presence remains. I see a wall of fire tightening its circle. What once lingered at a distance is now pushed far away. I see dark clouds breaking violently as light floods the field. I see fear losing structure. I see anxiety losing language. I see confusion dissolving into clarity. This is the phase where peace becomes dominant. We activate Psalm 35 once more, but now as public vindication. What was whispered is answered openly. What was done behind your back is addressed without your effort. Let those who rejoiced at your struggle face sudden silence. Let every scheme collapse under its own weight. I declare exposure without chaos, justice without retaliation, vindication without bitterness. You will not carry the residue of this battle into your future. Now Psalm 109 releases final judgment against persistent opposition. Let resistance that refuse to retreat be removed completely. Let spiritual doors that should never have opened be sealed permanently. Let the chapter close. Declare this in agreement. Every hidden enemy is exposed by fire. My destiny is protected. No evil eye will prosper. I release fivefold clarity over your next steps. I release sevenfold peace over your mind. I release divine order over what felt scattered. I release confidence where hesitation once lived. This is not temporary relief. This is structural change. Heaven has responded. The ground has shifted. The authority has been enforced. The next chapter moves into testimony, confirmation, and covenant sealing. This is the moment of calling, the point where prayer becomes alignment and alignment becomes testimony. There are some listening now who did not come here searching for information. You came searching for relief. And heaven answers hunger. I speak to the one whose heart is burning right now. You feel conviction, not condemnation. You feel clarity, not confusion. This is the Spirit calling you deeper, inviting you to step fully into protection, not occasionally, but consistently. Lord, just as you delivered Sister Rosa from Lisbon on the 7th day of the Shield, visit now the one praying with me. She entered this prayer exhausted, anxious, uncertain, but on the 7th day peace returned. Sleep was restored. The pressure lifted. The attacks stopped without explanation. Let that same power move now. I declare testimonies rising from this moment. I see people returning to comment sections days from now saying, the anxiety stopped. The dreams changed. The pressure at work broke. The fear left my home. This is not coincidence. This is covenant response. Now hear the invitation clearly. If the Spirit has spoken to you, confirm your covenant now. Do not delay obedience. Click the first pinned comment and step into the 21-day spiritual shield. This is not obligation, it is alignment. Those who step in will be covered intentionally, consistently, deliberately. Lord, I declare that whoever rises today will be covered by the fire of the Spirit for the next 24 hours. Let no backlash follow this prayer. Let no retaliation form. Let peace guard their mind. Let angels escort them through the rest of this day and night. We activate Psalm 91 once more, sealing identity. You are not exposed. You are not vulnerable. You are not unguarded. The name of the Lord surrounds you like a fortress. Declare this internally with agreement. I accept my covering. I walk in protection. I do not fear hidden attacks. Now the final layers of resistance prepare to collapse. The closing phase approaches. Victory is no longer distant. It is imminent. Stay with me. The sealing is next. Now we enter the final stretch of this war, where authority is no longer contested. What remains is not resistance, but cleanup. Not struggle, but sealing. Not fear, but confirmation. I speak now over the last traces of spiritual residue that tried to linger. Every shadow that hoped to return quietly is denied entry. Every echo of fear that attempted to resurface is silenced. This ground is no longer negotiable territory. It belongs to peace. We activate Psalm 35 one final time, not as a cry, but as a decree. The battle has already turned. Let every remaining adversary scatter completely. Let every hidden path of return be shut down. Let confusion lose memory of you. Let anxiety forget your address. I see angels still moving, not fighting, guarding, standing watch, holding position, maintaining the victory that has already been established. This is not chaos. This is order restored. Now Psalm 109 seals justice at the root, not the symptom, the source. Let opposition that tried to outlast you be removed entirely. Let long-standing pressure dissolve permanently. Let generational patterns of fear, silence, and emotional exhaustion end here. I declare no spiritual backlash, no delayed retaliation, no hidden consequence. This prayer does not open doors to chaos. It closes doors to attack. I release threefold protection over the next 24 hours. Protection while you sleep. Protection while you move. Protection while you decide. Nothing follows you from this place except peace. Declare this quietly with certainty. My victory is established. My mind is guarded. My future is secure. I see calm settling deeply. Not excitement, assurance, not adrenaline, stability. The kind that does not need proof to remain confident. The final chapter will seal this victory completely and release the closing authority over your destiny. This is the sealing. The moment heaven places its signature on what has already been decided. There is no debate left. No contest remains. What was fought for is now enforced. I declare with final authority, your victory is established. Not pending, not conditional, established. What tried to follow you has been cut off. What tried to return has been denied access. What tried to wait you out has been removed completely. I speak now over your destiny. Let every mark left by past attacks be erased. Let every trace of fear be replaced with confidence. Let every memory of pressure lose its emotional charge. You will remember without pain. You will recall without weakness. You will move forward without hesitation. I seal this work by the blood that speaks better things. Let protection remain active while you sleep. Let peace guard your thoughts. Let angels continue their assignment even after this prayer ends. They are still fighting. They are still watching. They are still enforcing what heaven has declared. Now hear this instruction clearly. Do not keep this prayer to yourself. Someone connected to you is under attack right now and does not know how to pray. Share this prayer with them. Your share may be the interruption heaven has prepared. Comment Amen 3 times as a declaration that this work is complete. Comment Amen 7 times if you believe it is done. Subscribe so you never miss your protection prayers. I release you now under divine covering. No evil eye will prosper. No hidden enemy will return. No dark operation will rebuild. You are guarded. You are sealed. You are free. Remain in peace. Walk forward with confidence. Heaven stands with you.